Hello everyone and welcome back to WNBA Trending. I'm Ava, and today's top story is sending shockwaves across women's basketball. Clark and Sophie Cunningham have stepped forward to support Napheesa Collier after the Minnesota Lynx star delivered one of the boldest critiques of WNBA leadership that we've heard in recent years. The comments have sparked an important debate about the future of the league, its priorities, and whether or not current leadership is doing enough to match the momentum surrounding women's basketball today. Let's start with the heart of the story. Napheesa Collier, a respected veteran, champion, and leader both on and off the court, made headlines earlier this week when she openly criticized league executives. Collier argued that despite the surge in popularity, attendance, and television ratings, the WNBA is failing to act with the urgency that is required to take the next step. She pointed to issues like player safety, scheduling, inadequate marketing of players, and what she sees as a lack of true investment in infrastructure. For Collier, the concern is not just about her own career, but about the future of the league and the opportunities for the next generation of athletes. Collier's words carried even more weight because she is not only a WNBA star but also the co-founder of Unrivaled, a new women's basketball league set to launch in the near future. That project aims to create more opportunities and better conditions for players during the WNBA offseason. Her decision to speak out was viewed by many as a sign of her commitment to systemic change. Instead of staying quiet, she used her platform to demand accountability, and that has resonated deeply with fans and fellow players alike. What made this critique turn into a league-wide talking point was the support that came soon after from Clark, the Indiana Fever's rookie sensation and one of the most famous athletes in the world right now. Clark has become the face of the WNBA's explosive growth, driving massive TV ratings, sold-out arenas, and record merchandise sales. But even she acknowledged that the league has not kept pace with its own success. Asked about Collier's comments, Clark responded that she agreed with much of what was said. She pointed specifically to the travel situation as one of the glaring problems. According to Clark, the inconsistency with charter flights continues to be a problem, and it shouldn't be in 2025. She emphasized that players should never be put in situations where fatigue, safety concerns, or last-minute travel disruptions impact the quality of play. For fans paying premium prices and for athletes giving everything on the court, commercial flights are simply not good enough. Clark also pointed out that while she has received significant marketing support from the league, not all of her peers have. She noted that the WNBA's long-term growth depends on promoting all of its stars, not just one or two big names. Her remarks were measured but clear. The WNBA needs to do more. Sophie Cunningham of the Phoenix Mercury added another strong voice to the mix. Known for her toughness on the court and her candidness off it, Cunningham echoed Collier's frustrations. She explained that as someone who has been in the league for several years, she has seen firsthand the challenges players endure. From grueling back-to-back travel schedules to limited training resources, Cunningham argued that the league still behaves as if it is a niche operation, when in reality it has the audience and momentum of a major professional sport. She was quick to defend Collier against critics, making it clear that these complaints are not exaggerations or self-serving remarks. They are reflections of real problems that have existed for too long. The alignment of these three players, Collier, Clark, and Cunningham, has brought new energy to the conversation. For one, the range of voices matters. Collier represents a proven veteran leader. Clark is the new superstar who brings unprecedented attention. Cunningham is the gritty, outspoken competitor who connects with fans through her authenticity. Together, their support creates a coalition of voices that is hard to dismiss. So, why does this matter right now? The WNBA is on the verge of several major milestones. Viewership has hit record highs, attendance is breaking barriers, and the league is heading toward a new media rights deal in the coming years. In addition, the next collective bargaining agreement will be negotiated soon, which means player voices are going to be front and center in shaping the future. If leadership doesn't address these concerns now, they risk damaging trust at a crucial moment in the league's history. Reactions from fans have been powerful. Social media has been flooded with posts praising Collier for her courage and applauding Clark and Cunningham for standing by her side. Many fans feel that this kind of honesty is necessary to hold the league accountable and ensure that the excitement surrounding women's basketball doesn't go to waste. Others have argued that without public pressure from players, league executives would have little incentive to make meaningful changes. Analysts have also weighed in. Some have called this a turning point, comparing it to moments in other professional sports when players push leadership to modernize or invest more heavily in the product. They argue that the WNBA can no longer afford to think small. With stars like Clark bringing in millions of new fans, now is the time to upgrade player conditions, expand team resources, and double down on marketing all across the league. It's worth pointing out that Collier's critique and the support she received are not just about player comfort. They're also about the broader business of sports. In today's landscape, athletes are global influencers. Their brands extend far beyond the court, and their ability to connect with fans drives merchandise, media deals, and sponsorships. If the WNBA doesn't empower its athletes with the right infrastructure, it risks falling short of its potential at the very moment it could be breaking through to mainstream dominance. This discussion also reflects a broader trend in women's sports. Around the world, athletes are no longer waiting for governing bodies to slowly evolve. They're taking the initiative, demanding equity, and in some cases building alternative platforms like Unrivaled. From the U.S. women's soccer team's fight for equal pay to female college athletes thriving under nil opportunities, this is part of a larger movement where women athletes are speaking up, pushing boundaries, and reshaping the future of sports. So what happens next? The spotlight is now on WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert and the league office. Will they acknowledge these concerns and implement reforms, or will they attempt to downplay the criticism? Already, reporters have been pressing for answers, and sources indicate that league officials are closely monitoring the growing player support for Collier's remarks. If more stars join this movement, the pressure to act will only intensify. For now, the story has become more than just a critique. It's a statement of intent. Collier, Clark, and Cunningham are not simply venting frustrations. They're setting the stage for what they expect from the future of the league. Their willingness to speak openly shows that the era of quiet acceptance is over. Players want change, and they're willing to use their platforms to make sure the message is heard loud and clear. As fans, we should recognize the significance of this moment. The WNBA has the talent, the audience, and the cultural relevance to grow into one of the most impactful sports leagues in the world. But to get there, leadership must listen to its players and match their dedication with equal levels of investment and innovation. In closing, Napheesa Collier's bold critique has ignited a conversation that cannot be ignored. With Clark and Sophie Cunningham backing her up, the call for change has transformed into a movement. Whether or not WNBA leadership rises to the occasion remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the players are unified, the fans are paying attention, and the future of women's basketball is at a critical crossroads. This has been Ava with WNBA Trending. Stay tuned for more updates, reactions, and in-depth coverage as this story continues to unfold. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep supporting women's basketball and keep the conversation going.